Hi Aries, this is KACEE with your August monthly reading. Thank you for tuning in. SHAE and I are so happy to have all of you here with us. She will have a video that's going to pop up at the end of this one for your sign, so please check for that. I'm going to pull a couple of energy cards for you guys to get us started. Okay, you guys are coming in with appreciation. You know, this is a lovely energy, but we are going to pull a clarifier from the major arcana to see how that plays. But the card represents being appreciative to the people around you for the things that you have, being appreciative for the gifts that people are bestowing to you, whether it's help or advice or finances or emotion, whatever it is that you need, and they're giving it to you. You know, you're very appreciative. There's also people around you that are appreciative of what you're giving out as well. So it is a energy that flows back and forth. So let's pull a major arcana and see. Wow, you guys have the Sun card. That's beautiful, warm energy. That's vitality, that's success, that's being reborn. You know, being very strong in who you are, very determined, you know, but feeling it from a good place of joy. Okay, now we're going to pull some advice or obstacles for you. You know, with the appreciation in the Sun, I'm getting the impression that for some of you, you are very successful now and you're paying it forward. You know, you can't so much pay it back, but you're paying it forward. You're taking people under your wing. You're, you know, expressive on how you got to where you are so that you're sharing that information so that other people can do it. You're being very warm and grateful for where you are. Okay, so you're also coming in with wisdom. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Ooh, you're coming in with light. All this beautiful, bright, divine light, guys. Emotional withdrawal. Oh, look at that, heartache and loss. You know, that's where you've received your wisdom. That is where you are very balanced now because you've gone through so much. When you come up with heartache and loss and emotional withdrawal next to each other, that to me is a double whammy. This is where you've lost some people that are very close to you. It could be a male-female combination. This can also be where you really had to dig deep and find your spirituality, which is represented with the light card here, because you become out very strong, very knowing, very solid, and you're appreciative of where you are now. You've gone through hell and came back, and now you are successful in where you are. You're very balanced in your emotions and in your finances, and you can feel pretty good about where you were to where you are now, because it was a lot of work. And that is where you're also expressing that with other people, so that you know, you see when other people are in need, and if they've been where you have been and you've gained some wisdom, you're sharing that knowledge, and that's beautiful. That's, you know, that's how we raise each other's vibration, is letting each other know that we've been there, and you know, we got out, so can you. And that hope and support we give to other people is very important, and don't underestimate that. Let's pull some more, and we're going to do some tarot. Okay, so now we have the 7 of coins in reverse. You know, whatever this heartache and loss, it just didn't work out. There's, oh, excuse me, I think that's the 8 of coins. I think I said 7. It didn't work out. You know, if this is a relationship situation where people broke up and got divorced and things like that, you know, it is what it is. And it was hurtful and it was hard and it didn't work, but you really worked hard on yourself. Oh my gosh, look at that, Tree of Life. You know, Tree of Life is very complicated, but in essence, it's basically having everything balanced. Your spirituality, your physical demands, you know, having everything in its corner and knowing that you are working on all of those things simultaneously, you know, getting your chakras cleared and helping other people, raising your vibration, anything that you can do spiritually and physically to make a better life for yourself, that is what you're doing. That's what you're focusing on now. Queen of Swords in reverse is going to talk about being, she can be very cruel in, very sarcastic and, very overly demanding, but in the reverse. And she can be very cutthroat. And I think this is where you are really reining in and cutting things out of your life that don't work for you anymore, that, relationships that have held you back, that have made you feel this emotion because it is throwing you off balance. And that is where you're trying to get away from for the month. If there's people around you that are, were causing this heartache and loss, you don't want to have anything to do with them, and you're very determined in keeping them at arm's length so you don't have to deal with them on the regular. Four of Wands in reverse, that talks about imbalance, breakdown in communication, but it also talks about transition. And that's the part I like about the four in reverse, is because this is where you change. This is where you are open to new ideas. This is where, even though that this really stunk and you didn't want to have to go through it and it was the worst thing ever, it has actually made you stronger, and it helps you appreciate the things that you have in your life now. Look, Aries, we have Ace of Coins. This is all about new beginnings, new financial opportunities, new stability, being very strong in your vision, being very grounded in where you're going to be. So as you transition out of that, you start new, you start fresh, you start from the beginning with a clean slate. And that is very important. That's very important after everything that you've been through, that you're able to do that. And you'll be very successful once you work through this energy. So whoever this is that's causing you heartache and you're being forced into withdrawal so that you can meditate and become wise about where you've been and what you're doing and what's happening, you can make the right decisions then. Yes, look here. We have the Nine of Wands. She's very, very powerful. She will go out there and kick some butt and take some names and not care, because she has a vision and she's going to do what she needs to do, and she's very strong. And that is you. That's where you come out of that with that wisdom. Very strong, very knowing. Wheel of the Year in reverse. That's just starting over, guys. That's just starting from the bottom so that you can work your way up. You're at the end of a cycle here, because you have the Ace, which is new beginnings. So and the Nine of Wands right here. So it makes sense that the 10 is going to come in reverse, because you've ended the cycle. It's stopped. It's done. You don't have to revisit it anymore. You let go. Here we have the success card in reverse, the Sun card in reverse. And that is where there's temporary delays, a lack of success. Well, of course, we're starting new, so we're feeling everything out, but we're very appreciative that we're here, because we know that success is at the end where we're at. It can also represent the emotional withdrawal and heartache and loss, where it's not going to work. We already know that. So we're going to move forward. We're going to put it to rest. We're going to be very strong about it with the Strength card. We're going to be very determined, and we're going to know our self-worth. And we're going to know how hard we tried to make it work, and we're not going to look back and say, I wish I could, I should have done this, I should have done that. No, you did everything you could, and you were strong through it, and you'll be strong when you're out of it. And speaking of strong, we have your card right here, King of Wands. Okay, this is my Fire King. He is all about that entrepreneur, and he has a vision, and he's going after it, and he's very much a leader. And like I said, you are teaching people how you got out of this energy so that they don't have to stay in it as long as you did. The Hermit, doing that introspection, which is also represented with wisdom, going in and finding out why things had to be the way they were, accepting it for what it is, and moving on and letting it go. Yes, Karma in reverse, which is also the Moon card in reverse. That is where, whatever you are holding in that was kind of like a mystery to you. Why did this have to happen? How come this? How come that? You worked through all that. You're letting it go. Karma's going to come and even out the playing field however it's supposed to be. And you don't have to worry about it, because you did the best you could. You were very strong during this, and you took the lead. And you're also taking the lead on making a new life for yourself. Yes, absolutely, guys. Justice. This is where it all balances out. This is where everything becomes even. And if you notice, it's right next to the karma card in reverse. So justice will prevail. Things will be the way they're supposed to be. It'll be very balanced, very beautiful. You know, the truth will come out. And, you know, you'll know the reason why when you get out of that hermit phase, when you get through that emotional block that you have with the Queen of Swords in reverse. You're trying to get everything in balance, and the only way to do that is to cut this energy out, because this is like the only thing that's holding on for you to actually jump forward. You're moving forward, there's no doubt about it, but you want to jump forward without any baggage hanging on to you, and this is the month to let it go. I mean, truly just let it go. It doesn't serve any more purposes for you, because it's actually blocking new blessings coming in as strong as they should be. So think about that as you're moving through the month. If stuff starts to creep up, or you're in a situation where, you know, you really need to make a decision whether you should let someone go because it's not working right now, whether it's a job, a family member even, a thought process that you have, you know, or romantic, however it resonates with you. Your oracle message is honesty. Yeah, guys, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with the people around you. It's very important for you to also be honest with spirit. You know, they already know, so don't try to lie, okay? They know exactly what is going on in each one of you and all the relationships you're dealing with, and whatever messes or blessings is coming your way right now. You know, a lot of you, I think you're moving out of this phase and you've already done the introspection because of the heartache and loss. And some of you may be in the middle of it, and you need to realize you have to be really honest with yourself to get rid of this energy, and don't bring it forward because it's not going to work for you. You have appreciation for the life you have now. Don't let this cloud what is in front of you, your new future, because you do have new opportunities. You know, stay with spirit, stay with the angels, let them guide you, ask them for help. You know, when you need it, you're not doing this alone. Okay, Aries. Your angel message today is home help. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage to ask for and accept help from others, the angels, in you, in matters regarding my family and home. So yes, like I said, please bring them in and allow them to manipulate the situation however it's best for everyone. Ask them in because we have free will, so we can block them at any time, and they can only maneuver so much around us if we don't actually ask them in. I ask them in on a daily basis so that I can stay protected and they can keep me out of trouble and, you know, give me guidance. And you know, do that in your prayer, your daily prayers as well. Send your intentions that you want them to come in. And be honest with them, be honest with yourself, and always look to the future because you guys are amazing. You're fire signs. You always want to get something done. You're the leaders of the pack. So go out there and spread that joy and raise your vibration and get things done. Guys, you're amazing. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I hope the message helps. If you would like to give me a comment or shoot me an email, that would be terrific. I would also love to have you guys back, so please like and subscribe. Take care.